Hey everyone, welcome back to the Great Garden Challenge, where we're seeing how much produce we can grow out of this garden over an entire season. So if you missed last week, not gonna wanna miss it. There's a link down below in the description. You can catch this entire series where we started this garden from scratch, from sod, and here we are. We've already grown over $1,300 worth of food out of this garden so far, and let's talk about what happened this week. So this week started out, I actually went down to a wedding of my cousins, and on the way down, I stopped at a Whole Foods, went inside and got some pricing for some of our summer crops, because I had not gotten the pricing of, what this food is valued at if you're gonna go buy it at the store for some of the summer crops.
So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna see how much are they selling tomatoes for, cucumbers, squash, all of these things.
Unfortunately, I didn't get video inside, but I did get some pictures of the different pricing of the different crops. Went and entered those into our spreadsheet. And so now we are able to be up to date with all of the pricing and the value of the crops as they're coming out of the garden here. And then this week has been featured with harvesting and harvesting and harvesting.
Hey, so we're back out at the garden here, and it is harvest time. And it's actually transplant time too, because I need to transplant some broccoli into our tomato bed here. And the carrots are starting to sprout, and I want to direct seed some baby lettuce under the tomatoes. So hey, we got a good amount going on this week. Here you can see the carrots starting to come up. There they are. More down there, a little less up here where it's a little hotter. You need to moisten this down. See if I can get some better germination over here. You have a squash over here. Right in here. It's ready to harvest. Here we go. Need to harvest some peppers. Yeah, but hey, look at our tomatoes. I think that spraying the dipel on these was a good call. They seem to be doing good. I don't see any more extensive damage from those hornworms. So that's good to see.
Next up, after harvesting, I came in and transplanted some broccoli plants that I had next to the tomatoes, the determinate tomatoes. So I'm intercropping these next to the tomatoes, and then the tomatoes are gonna come out when they're done harvesting, and the broccoli is gonna take its place. Okay, it's time to seed some more crops in here and transplant some more crops in here in the garden. And the other day, quick update, I gingerly took our squash plant and moved it out of the aisle here. So now it is vining out of the garden here a little ways. We're gonna be coming in and putting in some cucumber plants here, some more green onions under the tomatoes over there. We need to seed some beets and herbs. So we got lots to do, let's get going. Okay, step one, I took my Stirrup hoe, just did a quick slice back of all the stuff that was growing in here before. If I had my bed rake, I'd come just rake this out, but I'm a little too lazy to go get it right now. So I'm just gonna clear it across with my hands here. Just gonna prep this bed. I gotta work fast. I don't have lots of time here. So you can see my carrots here. You can see these? So this is the end of my carrots right here. So this is gonna be the beginning of my beets. I'm gonna take this stick and we're gonna do 3 lines of beets, about 4 feet of them. So how am I gonna measure that? With my feet. How original. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna do about 4 feet of beets right here. 3 lines of beets there. 1, 2, 3. Next, we're gonna have 1, 2, about 4 feet of green onions. These aren't ready to plant yet, but over here, I'm gonna put in some cilantro. We're gonna do 1, 2, actually I'm gonna put in cilantro and dill. And then I've got more parsley that's coming in here in a bit. I've got parsley, radishes. All right, we'll see what we fit in. Okay, I just finished seeding some cilantro and dill down there. Beets, I've seeded in here. Gonna cover them up, these 3 lines. So let's just get them covered. I seeded them a little bit thick. I'd rather get too much germination and have to come thin them than not enough, because I'm wanting to pack out my fall garden, see how much we can grow in it. All right, so I'm gonna put my stick here. This is end of my beet line
right there.
Also, a big thing that happened this week is my squash plant has been growing really good. It's been actually growing out into the aisle of the garden. I ended up moving it out of the aisle this last week, but I lifted up some of the leaves on the squash plant and there was just a explosion of squash bugs.
It's unbelievable. Look at this.
And so I got some soap spray, water soap spray. It's the same simple solution that we've been using throughout this summer when we have an infestation of bugs that we need to get rid of specifically, and did an on-contact spray on those little squash bugs. And I think that has knocked back their population a good bit. And now I want to take a quick moment to congratulate Rebel Rose for winning our giveaway from last week's video. It's an insect killing soap that you can get from the Seedtime Store, and it's very similar to what I used on my squash bugs in this video. So congratulations. I dropped a comment down below yours telling you how you can claim that. And hey, listen, anyone that is watching this video, anyone who drops a comment down below this video on anything, you will automatically be entered to another giveaway, right? So this week we are going to give away a bag of earth medicine. We gave away some of these at the beginning of the year. This is a great time to come back in. In fact, I'm planning to come do this in my garden here right away. Earth medicine is a composted cow manure that goes through an additional process that turns into these dry pellets that are power-packed microbial life that you can add into your garden. So you can just sprinkle it all over your garden. Works really great, has awesome reviews on the Seedtime Store, and so leave a comment down below and you'll have a chance to win it back for yourself. Or if you look down below this video, you should even see a link where you can jump over and grab one for yourself as well.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our starts, how things are coming along here. Start up at the top. These are our green onions. You can see they are coming up. I'm very excited about this, because the last time we did green onions, they did not germinate well, but these are doing it. I think that we're gonna have a good crop of green onions. All right, down here you can see our Swiss chard here and kale in the back. Got a couple more kales coming along up here. Parsley is up. Parsley takes a while to germinate, but I'm glad that it's up. It's doing good. Lettuce, and check out my son's microgreens. They're doing fantastic. Of course, the radishes are just completely going bonkers. This is some basil, kale down here. Wow, nice and thick, and some beets. So, fun stuff. Hey, so I just came over to the farm here and I'm picking up some plants. I'm gonna get these cucumber plants here and these scallions, and we're just gonna fill this garden up.
Really hoping to get a nice harvest at the end of this season. So I took the cucumbers, transplanted them in next to our peppers and tomatoes here.
We'll be putting these cucumbers in along here. I'm gonna put one here next to the squash. There's plenty of space for it to grow up here. But first of all, this pepper is kind of falling over. So I got my natural hemp twine from the Seedtime Store. I'm gonna be tying that up. I should really go along all of these plants and make sure they're all tied up. Okay, so I'm gonna put one cucumber here next to the peppers. Let's come over here. I'm gonna put one cucumber here next to those tomatoes. This Armenian cucumber is not really doing anything, so I'm just gonna take him out. What do you think? Should I try putting him here? Let's see what happens between the tomato plants.
I took the scallions and I've switched up my plan. Originally, I was planning to do more baby greens under the tomatoes, but I decided to actually switch that out and do the scallions. We got a really amazing value out of the scallion harvest in the spring. I think we can do the same thing this fall. We love scallions. They're easy to chop up. We can freeze them if we have too many that we can use right off, so we can keep using them later on, whereas the fresh baby greens, a little bit harder to do that. So I put scallions down both sides of our indeterminate tomatoes here, and I think we're gonna have just an awesome scallion harvest.
As you can see, we just got these green onions planted in underneath all the tomatoes here. Yes, I can't wait to see how they do. All right, now I am behind on picking green beans. So, green beans, here we come. Look at these.
And finally, we wrapped up the week with another big harvest of tomatoes and cherry tomatoes and peppers and green beans and basil out of the garden. So we've been getting a fantastic harvest out of here. In fact, I need to go harvest right now. But this brings it to a wrap up for this week. It has been a great week in the garden. I'm excited about this whole transition to the fall. I think these last couple of months are going to be huge because you've got the summer crops that you're still harvesting off of, plus all of the cool weather crops. So in the spring, it kind of goes like this. You got cool weather crops, and then they kind of fade out and your summer crops come in. But you hit fall, you got both of them pumping at the same time. I think we're gonna have some amazing harvests and just really knock it out of the park these last couple of weeks. Don't forget to drop down, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified of new videos, and thanks so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time.